What's up, guys? Welcome back. Doing a waterfowl hunt this morning. You can hear guns going off behind me in the field. I've got a big flock of geese just down the river about 100 yards. Hoping they come this way. I've got 2 geese decoys and 3 mallard decoys out in the water here in front of me. I'm tucked into the reeds. Got a goose call and a mallard call. Let's see if we can have some fun this morning. Oh man, I've been looking around these reeds here. There's a bunch of feathers here. This is exactly where I thought the bird went down. There's no bird. And I can't really get out of the boat and start wading around. I've tried a couple times. The mud, I sink so deep. I mean, I could get stuck or... Man, I just can't find this goose anywhere. Note to self, don't shoot them when they're over the reeds here. Yeah, I just can't get it out of my mind. I mean, I want to make my absolute best effort to try to find this goose. Oh my gosh, I found it. It's still alive. Once in a while I would hear a little splash back there, and that's what was bugging me. I was like, I think he's back there. But I mean, I was pretty much looking right there. I just couldn't see him from the angle I was on before. But you know, then I'd hear another little splash, you know, over that way. There's a lot of big snapping turtles around here, and they make splashing all the time. So after I kept hearing it in the same spot here, I was like, I gotta check that spot again, man. I think that goose is in there. I'm so happy. All right, well, since I'm pushed for time, I think we're gonna get out of here. And then yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna cook up some goose. Okay, let me tell you now about the last week of hunting, because I've been hunting and I've been filming, but it started off October 1st, opening day for deer and turkey with my crossbow. So that morning, October 1st, I had a spot picked out and I went there and there was a couple cars there. So I ended up driving down the road and I was a little behind schedule and just kind of made my way into the middle of the woods because there was kind of cars everywhere. It's a busy place there at Beverly Swamp. So then I did an afternoon sit in another spot that was a good afternoon spot. And the mosquitoes were insane. I had a bug net and I was fully covered, but they were biting me through my pants and through my gloves, and it was just insane. They were just accumulating and swarming me. So then I thought, okay, I'm gonna maybe wait for a colder day when there's no mosquitoes. And then I kind of decided, all right, I'm gonna do a duck hunting and grouse video. Kind of go back and forth, you know, until I get some birds. So I went out duck hunting the first morning. I saw 0 ducks, 0 geese, and I saw a bunch of cormorants and I just passed them up. Then I went grouse hunting and I was relentlessly pursuing grouse and I was flushing them. Every time I would go out, whether it was morning or end of the day, I would flush 2 or 3 grouse, but I just couldn't get it done. I had a couple really close calls, but most of the time, just and they're gone. I don't even see them, or I get a slight glimpse of them. Then I went back out duck hunting and I actually saw a couple ducks and I missed an opportunity. 2 ducks flew right across in front of me and I just wasn't ready for it. Saw a bunch of cormorants again, so nothing happened there. Did some more grouse hunting, and then kind of the last thing I did, I think it was last night or the night before, I decided to go out deer hunting again because I figured I had a spot. There was a clearing. When I was grouse hunting, I discovered this spot and it seemed like there was a good wind there and there was no mosquitoes. But when I went back to do an afternoon sit for deer or turkey, the wind had kind of changed and the wind was dead and I was just getting eaten alive by mosquitoes again. So I actually sat for, it was 13 minutes and then I said, forget this. So you get quite a bit of meat from a goose. I go after the breast, legs, and hearts. The first thing I do is I put the meat in a container with some water and about 2 tablespoons of salt, and I'll let that sit for about 2 days. Then I'm gonna rinse the meat off and put it in saran wrap, squeezing all the air out for the freezer. For cooking, I'm gonna put a little bit of yellow or brown sugar in a container with some salt and pepper, and then I'm gonna roll the meat around in that and let that sit for about an hour and let that sugar and salt and pepper soak into the meat. So then we're gonna end up with something like this. Toss this into a pan at about medium-low with the lid on to get that internal temperature up, and I want it to be about a medium. I want a little bit of pink on the inside still.